Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review. Going back local, we've done a couple hazy beer reviews in a row. We're going to go back to the West Coast. Green Cheek, Orange County, now North County, San Diego. This is Radiant Beauty, and I thought I reviewed this beer before, and I didn't. So I'm going to review it because I think it is worthy of one. And this label art reminds me of, gosh, I can't see over there. There was an old Monkish can. I think it was Swap Meets. It reminds me of that with this little color scheme. But yeah, Radiant Beauty is a West Coast IPA. It is per the label 6.7% alcohol by volume. And you'll be happy to know we have answered our question last week when Jared was here. We were drinking Green Cheek and he was like, does that bird have a name? And I was like, I don't know. Do you want to name it? And off camera, we were coming up with ridiculous names. But I noticed on the side of this can, this says, a West Coast IPA that celebrates the love we have for our beloved mascot, Cheeky. There you go. The bird's name is Cheeky. After doing some research, I thought it was Pally, because all their social media stuff, the birds are always saying, hey, Pally. And then I was messaging with Bud, and he thought it was Pally, or he commented on a thing saying he thought it was Pally, but it seems it's Cheeky. Cheeky, Pally, who fucking cares? It's a cool bird. I think the Green Cheek bird is like the coolest beer logo there is. The Heady Topper dude is pretty fucking awesome. Anyways, it says Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe, and it has won several awards. World Beer Cup 2018 Silver Award, World Beer Festival 2019 Silver. This thing just medals, so... It says Radiant Beauty. It was canned on March 8th. So time of recording, 20 days in the can. It is old. It's probably a drain pour. LFG. I have noticed all the Green Cheek beers, when you open them, they do this. Why does that happen? Can anybody tell me the science behind that? Into the Green Cheek glassware. West Coast IPA is dead. You guys know that. I didn't even pour that hard. What are we doing? This beer is a little carved, eh? Dude, they just released Can't Get Any Deader. I've been wanting to try that beer, so your boy will be going either today or tomorrow to grab that. I can't wait. Can't wait. This beer is a beautiful crystal clear. It is a darker yellow though. It's almost like, this doesn't look, unless it's because of the lighting out here, this doesn't look like that new school West Coast IPA. Those are like super straw yellow, really, really light. This actually has like some gold into it. So tons of carb in the glass. I mean, you can tell from the head and the way we poured it. I didn't pour it hard. And it has 2 fingers of super fluffy, bright white head. Look at that glassware. This is the greatest glass in the history of the world. Maybe not. I don't want to get too crazy. We're getting ready to watch some San Francisco Giants baseball. I fucking love that baseball is back. I hope you do too. So... yeah, Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe. Is that what we said? Let's smell this thing. Gosh, it smells so good. This is dank. What is this? This is if you took a blender. If you took a blender and you put like, I'm trying to use my words here. If you took like strawberries and blueberries, and you took like the rind of an orange and you took a bag of weed and you blended it with some sort of like carbonated water. That's what it smells like. It smells fucking awesome. It is so like berry. It's like, but it smells like strawberry, which is weird because Mosaic to me usually smells like blueberry. But it is so dank. Fuck, it is dank. I love it. And it's just pithy, resinous. See, like I drank a couple hazy beers and they were good. They were really good. But then I smell this and I'm like, dude, this is what I want to be drinking all the time. Let's taste it. Cheers. Once it hits your lips. This beer's so fucking dank and I love it. Dank, pithy, resinous. Like the most pithy grapefruit peel. This is crazy because it's very fruity, but it's so old school as far as like the bitterness goes, the lingering bitterness, the hot bite, and then the just awesome crackery, malty sweetness on the finish of that. It's fuego. I'm a total Green Cheek fanboy, admittedly. I love their beer. Their lager game, I was drinking, when we were there last weekend, I was drinking fucking Berliner Weisses, and I'm like, this is awesome. Like, what am I doing? I'm drinking Berliner Weisses. But dude, their Berliner Weisses, their lagers, their West Coast IPAs, their hazies, their hazy triples. The only thing I haven't had a lot of from them is stouts. I got to do that. I think I mentioned it. We were there St. Patrick's Day weekend, and they had St. Pauli's Day, it was called. It was awesome. It was such a good stout. And of course, the Untappd rating sucked. Anyways, back to this beer. This beer is awesome. It is clean. It is crisp. It is super dry, and it's over 7%. So it's like, oh, you're going to get hammered because you want to chug this. It's funny. I sent some beer to Joe, Beer Patrol. He had Hop Suey from Shred, and he loved it. And I was so stoked that he loved it. I also loved that beer, but he kind of lost his mind drinking it. And I realized, and I kind of jokingly commented, I'm like, that's the shit we drink all the time. Like, we're so spoiled on the West Coast with West Coast IPAs out here. Like, just the people who are brewing them and how fucking amazing they are. Between just even here in San Diego, McElhaney and North Park and Pizza Port and Green Cheek. I mean, Virgin makes great West Coast IPAs. Then you go up north and you have like Russian River, Cellar Maker. Like California, like it's unfuckwithable when it comes to West Coast IPAs. I don't care. Like, listen, I've had great West Coast style beers from the Midwest and the East Coast. They're really, really good. They cannot touch the dudes in California. Like, this is our style, and it's crazy. And it's just funny to me that, like, I don't lose my mind really anymore over these beers just because this is what we drink all the time. But it's fun to see other people be like recognize how good they are. Why did I just tell that story? I don't know. Probably because we reviewed 4 beers tonight. This beer is awesome. If you like dank, if you like bitter, if you like old school West Coast mixed with a new school vibe, if you like fruity, if you like dry, if you like crazy drinkable, this is the beer for you. We almost drank the whole thing. It's awesome. It's easy to see why it's won so many medals. So that's Radiant Beauty from Green Cheek. This beer is fantastic. If you are a lover of West Coast IPAs, you should seek this beer out. It's worth your time. Dude, these things are like $16 a 4-pack. $4 a can. Like, what are we doing? That value? Come on, man. It's crazy. So if you guys have this one, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these